Hello. Oh my goodness. I've got kind of a different video for you guys today. I am unboxing something which I literally don't think I've ever done on this channel, like ever. It's the Clover yarn ball winder, and this video isn't sponsored whatsoever. This was actually a gift from my husband, and it was really random. He like walked in, he's like, "Look what I got for you." And I was like, oh, that's fun. So I'm really excited to show this to you guys because I have probably gone through, I have gone through 3, including this one, 4 ball winders. My first one was okay. It broke. I literally was trying to remember why, but it broke. And then for Christmas, my husband got me one of those really pretty ones that are like on a board. And I just didn't like it. Like, I don't know. Like, I wanted to like it because it's so pretty, but I didn't like it. So then I was like, well, this isn't working. I need to be able to wind up my yarn. I ended up getting just a cheap one on Amazon, and that's just what I've been using. And it's okay. Like, it does the job. It's better than doing it by hand. So when he showed me this, I was like, wait, is there a chance there's actually a really nice one out there? And you guys, it's true. There's really actually a nice one out there. First off, I just have to say the plastic itself just feels nicer. Like right away, I could already tell it had just a nicer, dare I say, more expensive feel to it, which is very nice because my other one is just kind of like cheap plastic. Like you can, it just, I don't know. If it was metal, I'd say it's like tinny. That doesn't make sense when it's plastic, but it's just like flimsy. There we go, like flimsy. Where this actually has a very solid feel right away, and I'm loving the color of it because it seems like all the ball winders are like white, right? So this right away is a win in color and in just it feels higher quality immediately. So yay for that. Just like all other ball winders, you just stick that thing on and turn it, and it's the same. There's nothing like extra special in design. It literally comes down to the solidness of the actual like product that it was made out of. So as you can see here, this is me undoing my blanket as you guys saw in another video. And I actually filmed this stuff that you're watching right now probably last week. And yeah, like literally before I showed you the video, like that orange was already off by the time I showed you in the video what the blanket looked like. So there we go. Like I said, right away you can already feel the difference, and immediately the thing I noticed that when you're turning it, it's actually solid. My other one kind of just like shakes. Like, you know how in movies when trains are going and everything's like shaky? That's kind of how my other ball winder feels. Where this one, like, yeah, it shakes. Don't get me wrong. But it like, I can definitely tell a significant difference. There's definitely less shakiness and it's a lot more solid. Okay, now for today's yarn, I was like, oh, I needed to clean up some of my bits of yarn for the blanket, and so that's what we're doing this morning, is combining 2 balls of yarn. Basically, as I was undoing the other blanket, I realized that there was a section of the pink blanket that was not part of another section, if that makes sense, and I just didn't know if I had enough space on the ball winder to create a really large thing of yarn. So yesterday when I finished my square, I had that little bit left, and I was like, you know what, I could just combine that with that little yarn I'd gotten off the blanket. So that is what we're working on today. And yes, must need morning coffee. It's a thing. It's a love. I don't know. It's a love too. So I'll be joining my 2 things of yarn with what I was actually going to look it up before I started the video. Sorry guys. Well, I've always been told is called the Russian join method. I don't know if there's like a different name for it, but that's what I've always been told it was called. So literally you like put your needle on the thread, rotate it down, and then you just weave the needle through your yarn. I said thread, I meant yarn, guys, sorry. And you just pull it through just like this. Is really simple and straightforward. I have just found this the most trustworthy way of connecting my yarns. So just carefully, you want to keep a little bit of like a little space there, because you'll see in a minute why. So like you pull it through, but don't pull it all the way through. You'll do that later. But I've just found this the most trustworthy way of joining my yarns together without having to weave in ends. So like if I just straight up knot it, first of all, I just don't like knots in my projects, so that's a lose. But also I just feel like if you pull hard enough, most knots can come undone. So that would be another reason. So I've just found this the simplest way of just connecting colors or yarns. And I guess in some projects it suddenly might be too bulky when you get to that point. Like I would assume that would be what people think is negative about it. So far I haven't had a huge issue. I guess I just take it project by project. So if I don't want to have that bulky little section, and it's not like aggressively bulky, but it's a little bulk right there, I just decide not to do it if I feel like I don't want that in my project. But honestly, I'd say most of the time I really just don't care. So yeah, it's just as simple as you saw. I did the exact same thing where I looped it through, but I looped it through the first hole that I made before I started the second one. And you literally just pull it together. When I get to the ends that are hanging there, I will snip them, or if they knit into the project and you literally can't see them, like I won't worry about it. Yeah, it's like I said, it's pretty straightforward and easy, which is nice. And I feel very secure about my ends not coming undone in the middle of a project. And yes, I have had that happen before and I've been like, no. Anyway, all right, so yes, we're getting off to a rough start. I don't know what my deal was. I think I was spinning it the wrong direction. I don't know what was going on. It's early, guys. It's still morning. Everyone's asleep. The house is dark. Morning coffee hasn't kicked in, but here we go. Now we're actually getting it going. And again, my first reaction to this ball winder is that it's just really solid. It's just not shaky, and I really like that, like a lot. And my camera was having issues with lighting. It couldn't decide. So sorry about the lighting difference between all the videos this morning. Like it just couldn't decide if we were in a room that was dark, so it kept adding extra light, or if we were like not in a room. So anyway, mission completed. We have it all connected. All my little extra ends are nice and tidy and won't get knotted up, which, well, at least that's the hope. And I realized I never showed you guys the finished square, so there we go. That was the square that you guys saw me working on in yesterday's video. And it turned out the way I wanted it to, so that's a good thing. And then we'll be adding in the orange right there. And there we go, guys. That is our video today. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.